So I accidentally clicked ahead while I was trying to record. Like, it was just one line, but it's just so you know. So I know what the next line is. But, yeah, I actually don't know what the next line is. I just saw who was speaking, and then I looked away and I was like, no, shut up. So yeah, I actually don't know the next line, but just so you know, I accidentally clicked ahead. And yeah, so I know who's gonna pop up and speak next, but that's about it though. I didn't read the line, like I said. I was like, no, stop, shut up, blah 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 blah. And then I turned off the recording and started the game over. So yeah. Anyway, by nightfall, my fever had mostly gone down. Yeah, this is who was speaking, and I was like, no, Ellie, shut up. But yeah, okay. Now we're all good though. Flippin' A, darn it, dude. Around the same time, the results of the nasal swab I had taken yesterday had come in. I'm sure you are. Thank you so much. Oh, Sylvie. I'm feeling better now, so please go to school tomorrow. You only get 2 days off per year, and it would be a huge waste otherwise. I was too unsteady to stop her this morning. The fact she used up one of her vacation days for me was more than what I deserved. Sylvie, darn it. Ellie's like, oh man, I just can't win. Ellie-san couldn't possibly argue given how hard Sylvie worked on a regular basis, leaving her utterly defeated. Yep. The old man in the black suit, who I was more or less familiar with now, stepped forward. You really don't need to go to all the trouble. Sylvie had practically gone on a rampage, which was the only reason why she was able to stick around and nurse me back to health today. Or so I thought. I see. Okay then. It would likely inconvenience Ellie-san and the others if my illness, the same one Sylvie had caused, were prolonged. I should take them up on the offer and get back to my usual healthy self. And for that, I graciously accepted. Happy to have you. I mean, well, you know... Yeah? No, I'm just kidding. No, not at all. This old man had a sense of humor, so I was sure things would go off without a hitch. Huh? Today, darn it, Sylvie. Oh gosh, look at Borlach's face right now. Ellie's too, but especially his. He's just like, see his eyebrows like that? It's like, oh jeez, oh no, here she goes again. That's literally his face right now. It's great, I love it. Lol. Ellie. Unsurprisingly, Ellie-san snapped and Sylvie started issuing orders nonchalantly and acting as though she were spending the night. You should probably let this one go, Sylvie. No. You shush, okay? Huh?
それなら諦めるけど。
No, Sylvie, no. Don't do the sad voice, please. Sylvie frowned and gazed downward. Oh no, Sylvie, please, no. Huh? Things were starting to get a little dicey. If I complimented her now, Sylvie wouldn't back down in the slightest. In fact, she seemed hell-bent on staying over. This left me with essentially one choice. The correct answer was to tell her, "You aren't cut out as a nurse, so go home," straight to her face. Oof. Ellie. With how Ellie-san was looking at me, she was expecting me to say as much too. Hang on. Her staying over was a problem, but I didn't want to play the villain here either. Please don't give me a choice. Please don't give me a choice for this. How should I handle this? Mina, help!
お姉様、無理を言ってはいけませんわ。王族が床で寝るなどと。この部屋に泊まるなら、せめてこのゲロを床に下ろして、お姉様が高い位置のベッド。ソルティレージュが許せる最低のラインがそこです。
Wait, what? I want to sleep on the floor? Mina, you're not helping. Darn it. Out of nowhere, Mina-chan threw in her thoughts from a slightly different angle. Sylvia was determined to stay over, but would totally feel guilty kicking me out of bed and looked visibly bothered by the thought.
どうしてもというなら、私のベッドをお使い遊ばせ。
Oh, never mind. She is helping. Yes. Man, I'm so glad I didn't get a choice for that. Oh, man.
今晩は部屋を交換いたしましょう。私がお姉様の部屋を使いますので、お姉様は私の部屋を。
Sylvie sparkling eyes, though. But I darn it. Mina-chan's room was across from mine. Sylvie's face instantly lit up.
神なる様、それは。なあにエロいな。私とお姉様が部屋を交換するだけの話ですわよ。あなた騎士の分際で、私とお姉様の遊びに割って入るような無礼者でしたかしら。
This scary lady convinced her using her royal authority in a different way from Sylvie.
お姉様は、寝るときは必ず私の部屋にすること。この部屋に入るときは、オラルコーチェ同伴。よろしくて。そうね。風が移らないようにするにはその方がいいわ。ほら、寝ているときに何かあったら、電話で呼んでくれれば10秒で行くから。
Sure. If that did happen, I'd call the old man instead.
はぁ。ボラルコーチェ。
わかっております。
With that, the night seemed to have come to an understanding too. With a wink from Mina-chan, she led Ellie-san's group out with her. Thank you, Mina. I love you. With that, Sylvie could continue nursing me back to health until it was time for lights out.
ジーヤさん。
Crampy.
お久しぶりにございます、妃様。
なんでオーロの部屋の前で突っ立ってんの？
私、空気の読めるジジイで通っておりますゆえ。
The banana down at Borlash.
本来はお米で作るのよね。北欧ではお米が手に入りにくいからパンがゆになるけど。
Maybe it's like what they call with soda in Northern Europe?
リゾットとは違う感じがするわ。あっちはお米を使った煮込み料理という感じだけど、こっちはお米を溶かした感じ。
Oh, alright.
日本人って本当にお米が好きよね。
From our point of view, rice is an essential element to any meal, and it's fascinating how Westerners see it as nothing more than a simple ingredient. Rice is pretty good. I like rice.
はい。
Oh, doing the thing again. No small wonder I got used to this now, too. Sylvie made rice porridge for dinner, and included a pickled plum on top to resemble the red soku from Flag of Japan. I'm sorry, I started laughing because the pickled plum thing reminds me of Wendy from Fairy Tale. Oh, Wendy.
この真っ白に梅干し一つってセンス、いかにも日本人らしくて好きだわ。
Well, yeah, it is our national flag.
というか、綺麗な感じ。無駄に手を加えず、さっぱりしている感じ。この梅干しというのはくせ者なのだけどね。ちょっと一口。
Sylvie pilfered away an edge piece of her spoon and took a bite. It's supposed to be really sour, right? Careful, careful.
大丈夫なのだけど、梅干しは強敵だわ。
Now she sounds like Wendy. Darn it.
オーロは梅干し大丈夫？
Oh no, I never had them. I am Japanese after all. Yes, Aurora is. I didn't like them enough to go out of my way to eat them, but I did enjoy the cleansing feeling it had on your body when you felt them well.
じゃあ一口気をつけてね。
Sylvie scooped up another small portion onto the spoon. What's wrong?
いけない。これってなんていうのだったかしら。アンデルセン？
An incidental kiss. Sylvie, good. Damn it, Sylvie. It's an indirect kiss, Sylvie. You mean an indirect kiss?
それ。スプーン変えてこなくちゃ。
No, you don't. I mean, what? She was fine being on the receiving end, but was apparently self-conscious when it was reversed. What a weird girl. Lol. Up. Popping them out would be a pain. I took a bite by force.
もう、オーロったら。
So this is a taste of an indirect kiss with a princess.
その言い方、なんだかいやらしいわ。
That was the point, Sylvie.
お味のほどは？
Sour? What sort of mouth do you have, Sylvie?
梅干しです。
She giggled. I was back to my usual healthy self. However, Sylvie still felt as close as ever. She was more than just a friend, but the closest equivalent I could think of to describe our current relationship might be childhood friends. You see, that's what I said before. We were basically childhood friends because summer camp and all that. Sure is strange. I could hardly believe that Sylvie and I had gotten close so easily. Who's that? Is that Chica again? My phone suddenly vibrated. Oh yeah, I turned off the ringer since it was annoying me. That's me like all the time. It wasn't an incoming call, but a message via Line.
どうしたの？
Nothing. I think I figured out where my cold came from. The cold apparently came from Chica. Wow, she got me sick! Little piece of shit. I'm just kidding, but still.
そうなんだ。
Why'd you come over? Wait, why'd you come? She had a cold and she came over to my dorm? Why would you come visit if you have a cold, woman? I'm sorry, Sylvie. It looks like you had nothing to do with me getting sick.
いいのよ。私が寒い中付き合わせたのは確かなんだから。それに、原因が誰とかではなく、オーロが苦しんでいるなら看病したいわ。
Oh, Sylvie, of course. What a great girl. Darn right.
にしても、ちえかちゃん？本当に、オーロにとって大事な子みたいね。
Huh?
昨日から思っていたのだけど、今のやりとりでもそうだった。ちえかちゃんに対する時のオーロは、私やエル、レイナに対する誰 違う顔をするわ。すごく優しくて、でもちょっとひねくれた感じ。何も取り繕いのない顔。
Sylvie?
オーロが1だった頃からずっとの仲だもの。きっと私たちじゃ間に入れない絆があるのね。
Well, yeah. In terms of how long we've been together, of the woman I knew, I'd say she was second only to Mom. Oh wow, shit,
ちょっ
dude.
と羨ましいわ。私にもそういう人いないわけじゃないけれど。やっぱりね、王族だからあまり深くは仲良くなれないの。その人とはあくまで付き合いが長いという程度で。本当は昔みたいに遊びたいんだけどな。
What about Ellie though? Like, didn't you say like Ellie was like your friend? Like, I remember you outright calling her your friend. You called Rennie your friend too, right? Yeah, like, and I'm assuming like you knew Ellie for a long time, right? So wouldn't you guys be like longtime best friends, stuff like that? You know, like more than just longtime acquaintances? Like, what's going on there, huh? I had no idea what look I had in my face when dealing with Chica. But I didn't overlook the fact that, in that moment, Sylvie's expression warped into one I'd never seen before. It was a look I was sure was meant for someone much more meaningful to her than me, someone she only played with when we were little. Why was there this feeling of almost irritation racing through my chest? What are they like? What's their name?
イロエといって4つ上で今は騎士をしているわ。
Iro? Sounds like Uncle Iroh. But wow. Does he know Ellie perhaps? I see. A man then? How about that? Oh, I'll kick his butt! No, I'm just kidding.
でも、もう11ヶ月も会ってないわ。前に会ったのはお正月なのね。
Oh, that's not that long ago. Just a little under a year.
不思議。小さい頃はそれこそ毎日一緒だったのに。
Okay, well in comparison to that, then yeah, that would feel like a long time. I wondered why. I wanted to console that lonely-looking Sylvie in some clever way, but my mouth refused to move. The haziness in my heart might show in my voice, and I didn't want that.
オーロが羨ましい。そんな相手と仲良くできる。楽しくおしゃべりやメッセージ交換ができる。そんな人のためにかっこいいことができる。
And then... Hello? What's up, Boroloch? That was when the old man came in. He had 2 massive buckets and a wash basin in tow.
今日は風呂はご遠慮いただくとして、体の汗を落としましょう。
Right. He was here to wipe me down by the sound of it.
いいわね。私もやるわ、ボラルコーチェ。
Hey now. I expected this, but Sylvie really was eager.
姫様、いくらなんでも男性なのです。レディーに体を拭かれては恥ずかしがらせてしまいますぞ。
I mean, I'd be down for it. I mean, what?
それはそうね。
Sylvie. The old man was much more eloquent than Ellie-san. Definitely adept at handling Sylvie. There were 3 containers full of hot water. He instructed me to put my feet in the 2 buckets, then wrung out a towel in the remaining basin. 2 towels to be specific.
ですので下半身は自分が、姫様は上半身をお願いいたします。
So, she got so excited about it. Trying to Sylvie. Sir?
おい先短い好み。姫様の恨みを買うのは少しでも減らしたいですからな。
Lol. He seemed skilled at handling her, but had no intention of actually doing so. Yes, ma'am. Oh, Sylvie did it. Wait. Oh, hey, don't force it. I think this is harassment. Oh man, dude, I love Sylvie. Stop! In the end, Sylvie washed me all over that day. Hot. That was one thing to be anxious about, but it had been too jam-packed today to let it bother me. Lol. Hey, Sylvie. Oh man, dude, I love this game. No. Oh, freaking Sylvie though. Dude, Sylvie's amazing. By the next day, my fever had gone down completely. She told me it'd be best if I played it safe and took another day off, but... Nah, I'll go to school. If I took the day off, Sylvie would automatically join me. She only had 2 days off of work per year, so it would be a waste to make her use both in this situation. Sylvie headed back to her estate to get ready for school, and the old man stayed behind with me. Oh, sweet breakfast! What do I get, huh? Thank you. I mean, if you really want to, go ahead. I mean, just kidding. Thanks for the food. Lol. Any meal should be moderately filling and easy to digest, so he went with udon. Oh, sweet. Yummy. I never actually had udon, but from what I've seen, it looks really good, so... And I'd love to have it sometime, actually, now I think about it. Who are you, exactly? Heck, even if you do have a chef's license in Northern Europe, why do you know how to make udon? So, who are you? The udon warmed my body. Whew. Is something the matter? Yeah, me too. Not all this suffering is over. The potato dude. Yeah. Come to think of it, this old man was also there back when Ellie-san nearly took my arm. Oh yeah, huh? Good times, good times. Someone had said, darn it, Dragon Force. Speak. Someone had said something like that to me before too. I can speak English. There was no time to waste, and I should treasure each and every moment, right? I couldn't have said it better. Back then, I was wasting every second of my life. I was in shock after being driven out of the baseball club and failing to help Chica, so I quit school and lazed around all day. Every day is fun and has meaning to me now. I'm grateful that Sylvie showed me the way. What you mean? Huh? His laugh, though. I didn't know what was running through the old man's mind. But I did get what he was trying to say. That he was most likely teasing me. Sorry if this sounds rude, but wouldn't that cause nothing but problems if I made an effort to make my time genuinely meaningful? Your princess, who is enjoying her current life, will end up at a wit's end. Will you stop laughing at me, please? It's kind of rude. Very rude, actually. In the end, he never responded. Wow, even ruder. Then, soon enough, it was time to head to school.
おはようございます。お風邪はもういいのね。
What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm good now. More or less.
へいへい。病原菌持ってるなら移すなよ。
Just isolate yourself when that time comes.
辛くなったらいつでも言ってね。すぐに早退の手続きをするから。
Slowly turn it.
姫様が付き添うかはともかく、早退の手続きはお任せください。
Thanks, but I'll probably be okay. I'd only taken one day off, and my return to school was as simple as could be. It wasn't like I kept up with my classes anyway. If there was anything I did do during class, it was basically just to gaze at Sylvie from behind, as any man with taste would do. They say beautiful women are gorgeous from all sides, and they're right. She sat up straight, and the way she carried herself was beautiful in and of itself. Oh man, I'm sorry. This was bad. I'm love struck.
あら、今日のエキスパートプラン何にする？
I think my thing is that I just skip. Today?
いつもみたいにブラブラして屋上で時間潰すパターンはやめた方がいいよ。今日は風が冷たいから。
But the cold is the best, Reina. How do you know about my gold standard class cutting routine? Oh shit, no. Oh, whew. Thank goodness I can't skip unread text. Thank goodness, because I accidentally clicked that. My bad. Hold on a minute. Okay, here we go.
暖かいところでゆっくりした方がいいわよね。
But I like the cold.
ねえ、音楽に行きましょう。日向ぼっこしながら私の演奏を聴いていればそれでいいわ。
Oh, I don't want to go in the sun. It haunts me. Relax in the sun? Sounds fantastic. Except it doesn't.
よろしい。
Sorry, no. Ellie. She took me by the hand.
行きましょう。あら。
Okay, I guess I'm going. Doesn't look like I have much of a choice. Yeah. Well. Ellie. Even Ellie-san, who would ordinarily nag, took my condition into consideration and tolerated Sylvie's forward behavior for the day. We headed to the music hall together. And that was when...
ほら、クリス・クラウン様が殿方とお手を。
Darn right she is.
ああ、でも、市松くんですよ。ほら、クリス・クラウンさんのお気に入りの。はあ。
Hearing the students we passed by treating me and Sylvie like we were a couple made me kind of happy. It's great. I love it.
今日は何を弾こうかしら。
Whatever piece you're best at, please.
もう得意なのは大抵オーラに聞かせちゃったのよね。だから新しいの。
Play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
みんな何かないかしら。
I just made my suggestion.
何でもいいですけど、シルビア様、一緒に演奏するのは私たちのレベルにも合わせてくださいましね。シルビーさんったらご自分のレベルでみんなを測るんですもの。いつもしれっとすごく難しい曲を提案するんですから。
She's like, please, just go easy on us, please.
だってみんなと演奏するの楽しいだもの。
The music hall was filled with laughter, the other girls who picked out music included. Sylvie was there in the center. It was a sight I'd gotten accustomed to at this point, but today was the day I ended up watching closely. Okay. I admit it, Rhea. Am I gonna admit that I'm in love with Sylvie now? Finally? Yep, there it is. I like Sylvie.
知ってる。
She's like, duh. I knew that from the start, you dingus. I'm totally head over heels for her.
だから知ってる。10年も前から。
Yep, see? Exactly. Lol. She sure was cool. Funny, darn it, dude. I felt compelled to share these newly discovered feelings to her for whatever reason, but that may have been a mistake. Ria took out a cigarette like usual. But then went ahead and put it away. You can smoke if you want. It won't choke me up.
気使ったわけじゃねえよ。うっせえな。
Okay. Ria clicked her tongue and turned away. She really was a nice person.
ね。シルビーが好きなのは知ってるとして。なんで急に認めたんだ？ツンキからデレキへの変化は何かしらきっかけがないと薄ら寒いぞ。
No real catalyst, I guess. We were together all day yesterday, though.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't think I thought we were just being difficult about it and not ever actually indifferent in the first place, so. Oh, and thanks for the blanket. Blanket.
こっちこそリンゴパイサンキュー。
You're welcome. So, we talked, and it was like really, really relaxing having Sylvie around. You know how cheerful she is? She's positive about anything and everything, and watching her perks me right up. Everyone should be mindful of her given her position, but they end up adoring her from afar instead. Her smile naturally captivates people. But lately, I've been thinking that it's all an act. Actually, I won't go that far, but deep down, she's forcing herself to act so chipper all the time. Dude, really? Now I wouldn't have thought that, honestly. She doesn't want everyone to fuss over her or for them to be unhappy. She's always so positive about everything, and is always smiling. Wait, let me think. Let me think for a second. Oh shit, he's right. We actually haven't ever seen her, except that one very time, like, just now, and it's probably already bringing up, like, in that last scene when we were sick, and she was talking about, like, how she never was allowed to have anything but, long-term acquaintances, because she was in royalty. Like, that's, like, the first time I think we actually saw, like, her get sad real quick, and then she went back to smiling. And there was another scene in the common route where she wasn't smiling either, but that was for a silly gag when they're talking about the heat. So, yeah, that doesn't count. Now that I've gotten closer to her recently, and it only happens occasionally, I've seen her get these sad, lonely looks on her face. So that gave me a different viewpoint. That her usual smile is something fabricated, almost like a mask. It was something everyone did to some extent, but Sylvie did so on an entirely different level from normal people. I think it's an incredible thing, and I couldn't pull it off at least. People have told me in the past that I often acted like a mother hen to those around me too. I couldn't do what she does, though. I couldn't help feeling down whenever I recalled my depressing past, or got worn out by my current living situation, and those sentiments would spread to those around me. Sylvie was completely different. When that idea came to mind, I couldn't take my eyes off her anymore. I think that's love. Ria.
そこまで言えるなら俺の前じゃなく本人の前で言えよ。
As if I could? That's embarrassing.
チキンは。
Get fubbed. Me.
でもどうか？俺もあいつの、ああいうところが好きだよ。
Ria leaned against the fence of the roof with a tiny grin.
前に言ったよな。シルビーは世界一見栄を張ってる。かっこつけてる人種だって。
Oh yeah, don't remind me of that forced scene. Yeah. Her phrasing was poor, but she wasn't wrong. Ria had told me as much previously.
あいつの一番カッコつけてるところが、あの笑顔だと思う。周りのみんなを楽しませるために、自分ってものをセーブして、制御して、いつも明るく可愛いシルビア王女で居続けてる。カッコつけるってのは、自分をよりよく見せたいってだけじゃない。周りも楽しませるってことだ。あいつはずっとそうし続けてる。もう10年も前から。この10年間、ずっと救われてる。
Huh? Hello? Ria briskly scratched the back of her head. Eh?
あ
Hello?
とお前にもな。
Okay. You want to expand on that, Ria? Huh?
イチにも救ってもらった。俺が知り合った、誰よりかっこいい男の子に。
Where's all this coming from? Or where's this all coming from, I should say? She was gonna make me blush.
10年前の話だ。今のお前はかっこ悪い。
Wow, rude. Cool.
でも、お前とシルビーは特別だから。だから、俺が絶対にお前らをくっつける。
Thanks, Ria.
昔約束したしな。
You did? Right. If she was supporting us, then I guess that made me happy. But yeah, to be blunt, do you think I stand a chance? Ria was more on board than I expected when I told her how I really felt, but this was more so my focus today. A realistic discussion. This is a sortilege princess we're dealing with. We had to be pragmatic and look at this realistically. And you fell for a princess, was there any probability it would be reciprocated? A man can dream, okay? If this were an issue of feelings, then yeah, my chances aren't exactly low. If nothing else, I'm the boy she's closest to in this whole academy. It was a safe bet that she had taken a liking to me. It wasn't love at present, but she certainly liked me to some extent. I did think I had a chance if things progressed from there. However, that would be assuming Sylvie were just some ordinary girl. When I first enrolled at Noble Academy, I could sense a wall between commoners and nobles. I had largely ignored it, but it was now the biggest and heaviest thing standing in our way. Oh yeah, I'll cut to the chase. If I told her I love her now, what do you think the odds are it would go well?
そうだな。まずシルビーが受けてくれる可能性は3割くらいだな。
30%? That's not even half. That's like an F. Oh no. Oof. Whoa.
あいつガキだから、そもそもそういう色恋関係は言われたとして困るだろう。
Agreed.
そしてもし受けたとして、身分の差で価値観が合わず関係が冷え込む確率が7割。
Wait, what? Wait, that's the percentage for our relationship lasting? That's barely a C. That's a C minus. That one's high.
価値観の相違どころか、お前とじゃ常識のレベルで感覚が違うんじゃね？
Agreed.
そして、そうした気持ちの問題をすべて乗り越えたとして、お前との交際が明らかになった瞬間、ソルティレージュが全力で妨害に来る確率が 100%。
Big yikes. For sure. I knew that.
全部総合すると、うまくいく確率は 30%×30%×0% で、0% だ。
What? 0%? Woman? That's not even... That's like... That just mean... That's nothing! And zilch! Nada! Quit beating around the bush and just spit it out already. That last part makes it sound hopeless.
1億%無理だ。
Cries forever.
逆になんでお前ごときがソルティレージュの姫君に消そうした？ 無駄だってわからないのか?
Listen, okay? You can't help who you love. Hey, young men in love are easily hurt. Also, princesses are the best. I don't have a problem. Ria cackled quietly. She put her hand in her chest pocket. I figured she might be grabbing another cigarette when... What is it? Huh? It's the Aurora ring. It was the pendant from before, or pendant. But she used a ring for its topper. Ha, still a ring. She tossed it to me. Is this... This was a ring Solvi and Ria, had made together. It's mine now. Huh? But... Huh? I removed the ring from the topper like she told me. Which finger should I put it on? I guess this had to be it. I mirrored the one Sylvia always put hers on. The ring finger. Ah. Ria laughed triumphantly. It was the perfect fit. The perfect size for my ring finger. Bruh. Ria, were you a wingman ever since 10 years ago?
作った時は完全に勘っていうか、成人男性の平均サイズって型にそのまま当てたけど、ぴったりだったな。さすが俺。
That is pretty freaking epic, not gonna lie. For an adult man?
なんで俺が10年間ペンダントにしてたと思う?
She smiled mischievously. This went without saying, but there's no way a girl would wear a ring the size on her teensy fingers.
最初からお前用なんだよ、それ。
Yep.
将来お前とシルビーが交換するために作ったの。
She was planning this ever since back then, dude. That's insane.
お守りだ。持っとけ。どんなにうまくいく確率が低くても、0% でも。
But, it's 0%.
シルビーを一番幸せにできる男はお前だ。それだけは俺が保証する。
So what you're saying is, I do have a chance.
覚悟決めたら、あとは突っ走れ。シルビーに恋をした？恋に気づいた？どっちでもいい。今がお前とシルビーのゴールデンタイムだ。
It's our golden time. Ria saw me off. No. Sorry, I love this track. I headed back home. I did peek into the music hall briefly, but Sylvie hadn't been there. I'd imagine today was incredibly hectic for her after she'd taken the day off yesterday to take care of me. As things stood, she was definitely living in a different world than me. Ria may have given her support, but I still wasn't confident. Russell? How the fuck is Reina reading a newspaper?
読むよ。たまには知的なイメージも出したいレイナちゃんだからね。
Oh, is that why?
まあ、この後採寸した服にチャコペン入れる下敷きに使いたいだけなんだけど。
Oh, okay, that makes much more sense. Like 100% more sense.
この地方のニュース。ピアノのチューニングハンマーが品薄だって。何かあったんですか？こないだシルビーが使ってるって知られたから、日本中のピアノの子たちが食いついたっぽい。お守りみたいなもんかな。そうなんですか。シルビア様、ハンマーなんて使ってるんですね。やっぱりお姫様だから、防寒に備えてるんですかね。
The comment on it. That's not what the hammer is for, Akane. God, I know.
チューニングハンマーってのが何なのかから勉強しよっか。
Yes, yes, please, do that. After thinking it over again, my position and Sylvie's were depressingly different. Ellie-san was occasionally envious of our relationship, and we were obviously close enough for it to cause problems. The difference between us was almost like of an owner and their exotic pet. She and I were that mismatched.
イエロ、何してますの？
I'm thinking about confessing to your sister. Wait.
まただらけて。ちょっとは上流階級の所作を学びなさいと、何度も口を酸っぱくして言ってるでしょう。
Do I have to do that when I'm alone?
ほら、お立ち遊ばせ。お食事のマナーから復習しますわよ。
I don't wanna.
今日は間違えたら鞭が飛びますわ。お覚悟なさい。
I'm about to make all the errors. I'm about to make every single error I can. Can I get a CG of it this time? I seriously still want to see that dang whip. I'm so blessed.
Huh?
I mean, it's like, the fuck? You masochist? Oh man. My and Sylvie's positions were like night and day. That much was obvious. However, I now realize how lucky I was. Another few years, and I may not have made it in time. All I had to do was change my lifestyle from this point forward, and to learn upper class etiquette, viewpoints, and the like. One sec. Okay, moving on. Luckily enough, I even had the perfect teacher for the occasion. And it could all start at this very moment. Teach me, Mina, and give me the whip, even if I do things right, okay? This is my time to act.
なんだかよくわかりませんが。ほら、お立ちなさい。マナー講習を始めますわ。
She's so confused. Oh man. Yeah, counting on you, Mina-chan.
張り切ってますわね。
Cause I am. You got a problem?
言っておくけれど、勢いでごまかそうとしても無駄ですわよ。
Well.
不真面目なようなら無知が飛びますからね。
Please do. Can you please? Okay, got it. Please don't hold anything back.
はい？
The whip's fine. Let me have it. Yes, please. Give me the whip. Ah, she's so confused. It's great. She's just so shocked. Come on, hurry, Mina-sama. The whip. Give me the whip.
なんだか怖いですわ。
She's scared. Oh, I don't get the whip. I want to see the dang freaking whip. This was most definitely my golden time. No, I want the whip.
金色ラブリッチェ。
Listen, I have a problem, okay? I know. Don't judge me. Oh man, dude.
お疲れですね。
I really am. Did I get whipped?
最近、勉強に打ち込む姿勢が変わりましたが、そのため
That's part of it. I was hit hardest by Mina-chan putting me through the ringer from first thing in the morning, though.
なんで急に成績気にしだしたの？
No real reason.
今さらあがいても2学期の成績は変わんないよ。
But I might see some results in the third semester. Set your eyes on the future. Isn't that the fundamental principle behind student life?
急に真面目なこと言うなよ。
Do what I want.
レイナさん、オーロ君が成績を上げることに何か引っかかりでも？
Yeah, Reina.
追い抜かれたら屈辱じゃん。
Well, it's gonna happen, so deal with it. Don't call it humiliating. Besides, I've got a long road ahead of me before I overtake anyone. Your grades aren't that bad. They were lower than those in the top ranks like Solvi, Ellie-san, and Kikochio, but There was no way Reina's grades were bad by any means.
わかってるよ。まだまだオーラよりはバカじゃないって。
Hey, leave me alone. Meanie.
下に見てるバカタンが急に加速つけて追い抜きに来ると、先を走ってる人間としちゃ焦っちゃうわけですよ。
Makes sense?
わかってくれた？
I knew that you were rude deep down. Just you watch. I'll surpass you and look down on you in no time.
でも、最近のオール、本当になんだかお疲れ気味だわ。
Did Reina just like leave?
ファミヌル様がおっしゃるには、上流階級のマナーや会話術、交渉術、何より関係性の研究をしているとか。何か心境に変化でも？何かあったの？オーラ。
I fell in love. I realized blurting that out would only put her off, and I wasn't stupid enough for that. It's because of you, Sylvie.
What?
Sylvie, I mean... at that point, why'd you just say the other thing anyway? But hey, Dana, dude. The environment here at Noble Academy has rubbed off on me. It's like all the sophisticated cells inside of me are aching. It's your fault for bringing me to a place like this. Ah, okay. One sec. It's been a while, but, you know. One more time. There you go. Sorry about that. I can't help it sometimes, you know? Sylvie giggled beautifully. It was true it had been her fault. Lol. But I couldn't waste the opportunity of taking expert planning classes anymore. I needed to acclimate my body to Noble Academy, and to this upper-class environment. Naturally, that was pointless on its own. It didn't change the fact that I, Ichimatsu Oro, was a commoner. No, even worse. I was an ex-dropout with no prospects for the future. Still, this made for a convenient assortment of conditions for the current me. Conditions that would allow me to proudly get closer to Sylvie. The point I was getting to was... I'm gonna be a diplomat? What? Hello? I think that's the best way to get closer to Sylvie. Ah, okay. Yeah, I mean, well, that's one way for sure. More specifically, I can advance my education and eventually wind up in Ministry of Foreign Affairs. If I study the language of Sortilege ahead of time, then there's a strong chance I could be assigned as third secretary. Japanese diplomats weren't assigned specialized interpreters, and being able to speak a country's language was of great importance when young recruits went abroad. It'd be risky if any competition came up, but Sortilege was particular in that their official language wasn't English. If I buckled down and studied, it would probably make for a powerful asset. As long as I become a secretary, I'll be a full-fledged bureaucrat, even if I'm ranked third. It's a role where it wouldn't be unnatural if I spoke to a princess, and the social standings would be just close enough to avoid complaints, too. Most importantly, people can become secretaries at very young ages. I hope they get stationed overseas all the time, even in their 20s. What do you think?
作戦としては十分だと思う。お前がシルビーの一番のお気に入りなのは間違いないし。
I know, right? It's a great plan, huh? Right? Right?
現実的になれんの？外交官って。
Why not? I'm taking lessons. She hit me right where it hurts.
外務省ってあれだろ？すごく頭のいい人たちが行くとこだろ？
I can be smart if I just apply myself. Leave me alone. The way you put it sounds silly, Rhea.
じゃあどんな人が行くんだよ。
Well, obviously, super smart people. She's about to punch me. Like, she straight up looks like she wants to just freaking punch me right now. I get it. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and that doesn't inspire much confidence. I'm gonna study my butt off! I'm gonna study my butt off!
まあ、頑張れ。
Rhea flipping A, darn it. Getting her genuine support was kind of rough. Still, it wasn't an unreasonable path by any means. There was this wonderful power called connections in this world, and I could rely on my relationship with Sylvie until the very end. Get me though? I don't know about that. Noble Academy and civil servants, especially bureaucrats, had extraordinarily powerful connections by their very nature. By merely being a Noble Academy graduate, it would be much easier for me to advance in the government ranks than others. These were the methods of underhanded adults, but I would utilize any advantage at my disposal.
俺としてはシルビーに頼んで執事的なのに雇ってもらって、そこから始まるサクセスストーリー的なのを予想してた。
Man, oh man, I'd love to be a butler. That'd be epic as fun. Butler Oro. Huh?
漫画とかだとそうなるだろ？だから俺としても、それとなくシルビーの周りに専属執事がいた方がいいって話流すなりなんなりしようと思ってた。見た目がもろにヤンキーな強みを生かして、義朝新喜劇的なお姫様に襲いかかってお前に倒される役とかも面白そうとか思ってたけど、まあでも一回相手に頼るより自分の力だけで外交官って方がかっこいいわな。
But I'm trying to become a diplomat by relying on Sylvie and my connection to her, so yeah.
応援するぜ、イチ。
Thanks, Rhea. Yeah. Hello? What's going on? Why are they playing the funny music? Hello?
執事パターンの方が良かったって思ってる？
Yes. Maybe. Dude, that glare though. Why you?
でも、執事がお姫様を落とすってなると、結局最後は身分の差がどうこうになるからさ。
Yeah, for sure. The diplomat route seems like the best way to go. It was just a far and away more difficult option. Yep.
まあ、どっちで行くかはお前次第として。
Lol, that was funny. What's up? She was calculating something.
その、外交官ってのになるのは、具体的に何歳？
I doubt you could become one instantly after you graduate from college and enter the ministry. Wouldn't around age 25 be standard?
くっそ遠いな。
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know how many years. You think?
俺、お前とシルビーには明日にも結婚してほしいんだけど。
Man, you and me both. I mean, you know? Let's be married to a princess, so... Yeah? You're asking for way too much here.
最悪でこの学園卒業後くらいに。
That would probably be tough to pull off, even by the skin of my teeth. Marriage was the last thing I wanted to think about post-graduation, as I was far more concerned if how I was going to maintain contact with Sylvie at all. That is a very good concern to have. Oh geez, I didn't even think about that. Yikes. Big freaking yikes, dude. I doubt we'd be saying goodbye forever, especially given how things were going, but I'd rather avoid having few opportunities to see her if we stayed friends.
25で外交官になったとして、その後シルビー様に接近。ゆっくり仲を深めていって、結婚は30歳くらい？
You think that's how it'd work out if it all goes well?
持つかな。
He was like, just hurry up and get married already, darn it. Get married as soon as possible, you idiot. That's what Rhea's like. Huh?
だから、そうだ。30歳までシルビーは独身を貫いてくれるのか？
Probably not. She probably has an engagement or something because she's a princess, and you know, they can arrange marriages with royalty and even not just royalty but nobles and what else? Even like just people of high status in general. Like usually, like there's usually something going on with like arranged marriages and stuff. And again, people just who have high status and are rich, like you know, just tends to be a pretty common thing. At least in like fiction stuff. Or at least in anime and visual novels. Ah. That hadn't even crossed my mind. No. Wait. Sylvie wasn't the type to go along with a political marriage. That's true, she wouldn't go along with it. Now let's think about it. People like, no. And then just sneak out away from the person all the time. She just sneak away from the person. The social age royal family shouldn't inject politics between men and women to any great extent anyway. Even the heir to the throne seemed to intend to marry for love. I wonder who the heir to the throne is. Like, are we gonna get to meet them? Like, the oldest one, I'm assuming? That should mean that as long as Sylvie had eyes for me, or in the worst case, Soma-kun, Ria, it ought to work out until we were 25 at least. Oh right, that male knight. I had an awful recollection. She did have someone like that, didn't she? A man she was closer to than me, if I was unlucky. Help! Yes. I'll think about it. Lol. Oh, darn it. Oh, rip me. Hi, Mina. One sec. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it off here now, but so yeah, I guess we have realized that we are in fact in love with Sylvie finally, which is great because that means we're getting to like the build up to the relationship and how the romance will start. So I can't wait for that. Hope we get a nice big confession scene, and hopefully Sylvie isn't into that Ero guy. Or doesn't have any sort of political marriage going on. That'd be great, because if she does, ooh, I feel like that mild NTR all over again. Oh man. Oh yeah, also Chica. Why the fuck you get me sick, woman? Don't come over to my freaking house or dorm room or whatever if you are sick. Getting other people sick. You could've gotten everyone in this freaking dorm sick, actually. Shit, girl. Like, he literally met everyone. He could've got Mina sick, he could've got Reina sick, he could've got Akane sick. I wish you got Ayaka sick. Oh man, but yeah, seriously, don't, like, woman, freaking Chica though, freaking Chica. Also, I'm very disappointed that I still haven't got to see this dang freaking whip. Show me the whip, darn it. I want the whip, okay? Mina, I'm gonna end this video, and then when I start it up again, when I start up the game again next time and start recording a new video for this game, I'm going to expect you to have the whip and to show it to me. And if not, I'm gonna be very displeased with you, young lady, okay? Just show me the whip already. I need the whip in my life.